Hey, how's it going? This is your Daily Sweet Talk for February 25th, 2023. When I need to make a note to myself, I have a notes app on my phone from Samsung, 'cause it's a Samsung phone, so I use the Samsung Notes app. Got my to-do list. Um Here's the thing. Let me actually say the ones I use the most. I use the notes I have on here. To-do list. My to-do list that I try to update every day. Sweet topics, which is topics for this, which I don't use as much now. Well, actually, I just say taking notes here. Let me cross that off. The notes, where it says taking notes, gonna cross that one off because I'm talking about it right now. Unless I stop. To record next, self-explanatory, and groceries. Yep, those are the ones I use the most. There's not like stats or anything. No, the annoying thing about the to-do list is there is I put like the I'm trying to think if there's like anything that I want to show on here. Not really, but I still probably shouldn't show my to-do list. I don't know. But there's you can check off the boxes. Also, it'll make the screen blurry probably, the video. There's an option where there's like a bullet list option but instead of bullets, it's like a box you can tap and then there's a check and it crosses it off. Now that would be really convenient if not for the fact that when I try to tap it, because the thing's so small, it just turns into edit mode and the keyboard comes up. And because I tapped onto the note and it's like, oh, you want to edit it? Because if I tap anywhere in the note, it's like you start typing in it. It's like, no, I'm just trying to check it off and I have to go back. And it's super annoying. I hate writing on the phone. I hate doing all that stuff on the phone. But there is a read-only mode. When you're editing, you can press the like book icon and then it's read-only. It's like, oh, okay, great. I'll just make my to-do list for the day and look at it in the read-only mode. That's perfect. But you can't tap the check box while it's in read-only mode. Why? You're not editing the note. It's just a check, and it crosses it off. That's not adding anything or subtracting anything from the note. It's a check, and you can just tap the box again and it unchecks it. That's not editing the note because you're not adding anything from it. So you should be able to do that in read-only mode. There are other notes apps, I guess. There's like Google Notes, whatever. I don't know. I'll use Discord, and Discord's not really made for that, but I like using Discord to make notes that are like miscellaneous. For example, what's a note I wrote down? 4:30, because I was trying to keep track of my spending. I do have a tab. There's a lot of stuff I keep track of, like notes to myself on Discord. Like I have a tab for spending. I have a tab for my food journal. But I've been behind on keeping track of my spending. I probably will have to start over at some point because I'm so behind. But I wrote 4:30 at one point. Remember, I spent 4:30. I didn't leave any context, so it's not really useful, I guess. But if I had remembered. I think I wrote my follower count on Twitter here because I wanted to see if it went down after a tweet I posted. And I'll write like ideas for thumbnail art, for example. Oh, and I'll just write down like albums that I listen. If I listen to an album, I'll write down the album I listened to. La Cucaracha by Ween. There's one. I'll put photos, obviously, to remember to post one somewhere or like take one off my phone or something. Oh, I was like, why do I have it has been confirmed by the creators of the show that this was a special episode, not part of any actual season? That was a note in editing an IMDb page that I wanted to